And now, through the magic of television, we welcome Steph Curry, and he's getting mic'd up, I believe. He can hear me. He can hear me. He's in the process of getting a microphone on. We'll give him some time to get situated. The Golden State Warriors lead the Cleveland Cavaliers 1-0. And there's Steph. Hi, how are you?
I'm working on it.
That's
there
okay.
We go.
Take your time.
There we go.
You got me?
I got you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Man, I'm okay. Thanks for taking the time. You know, 4 years in, we wonder what could be new and different about this series. We've kind of seen a little bit of everything. And then tonight, I mean, between the chaos late and then the block charge and then the J.R. Smith situation, I mean, just how do you best describe what was a hell of a basketball game that got just bizarre from our vantage point late?
Yeah, it was a lot going on. Usually game ones in the playoffs in general are pretty crazy because you're trying to get used to the vibe of playing against a different team. But the way it went down to the wire in crunch time, obviously I think it was a right call with the block charge situation, and then unfortunate missed free throw, an unfortunate offensive rebound, and then just chaos at that point with 4 seconds left. I didn't even really know the score based on what JR was doing, so it was crazy. But thankfully, you got to have some fortune to win a championship, and I think this was a step in the right direction to get game one and keep it moving. I
don't know how much you would have even seen of Cleveland's reaction on the floor because you guys are going into your huddle, and obviously you're excited because you got 5 more minutes to plan for. But did you sense, whether it's body language or how they reacted, that Cleveland was, in a sense, defeated even though the score was tied?
Not at all. I guess if I try to put myself in their shoes, game one on the road in the finals, you're going to overtime. That's not a bad situation. You still have a chance to claw one out and steal game one. So I don't know what the vibe was. I didn't see much. But
I got it.
For us, it was just we got new life. We got 5 minutes to take control of the game, and that's what happened. If I could ask you to put yourself in their shoes where a call is reversed from a charge to a block in that situation with 36 seconds left, I understand why you think they got it right, but if you're on the other side, I just wonder how you process something like that. I mean, it's tough because it's obviously a bang-bang call and a pretty important call, but I think the rule is in place for a reason because it is such a pivotal call. You want to make sure you get it right. And from all the replays I've seen and knowing that there is a rule in place that you can review a charge block call in the last 2 minutes, I think, that's important. And so they took their time with it. Obviously, it wasn't just the 3 rules on the ref. I mean, 3 refs on the court. It was, Secaucus and the whole deal. They got it for the review situation. So can't argue that one. Your familiarity with these guys, and particularly LeBron James, I mean, look, this is a dance we've been doing for 4 years. As a guy that was guarding them a lot there, how do you frame the evening of the guy for Cleveland that goes for 51 and whatever else? I mean, what do you make of it? He's playing at an amazing level, and just the workload that he has on his hands. We've studied it over the last couple of days, just watching his Eastern Conference run. But you see it up close and know what to expect. But just the way he performed, it was an amazing night for him. So we got to do something earlier to try to stop his force and try to make him a little bit more uncomfortable as the game gets going. But he's an all-time great player, obviously. So he's going to make plays. You just got to stick with the process for 48 minutes or 53 nights like tonight and get it done. Now, you all had a little thing there at the end with the block, and then you're talking to him and he's talking to you, but you did that little thing where you put your jersey over your mouth and he did the same thing. I'm not asking what you said because I know you're not going to tell me anyway, but is it safe to say if there was any issue, you guys squashed it there and you guys are good? Yeah, on the basketball court, a lot can happen, and there's going to be some trash talk back and forth and whatnot, and at the end of the day, it's just basketball, so we leave it on the floor and know that we're both in each other's way trying to get a championship trophy. So just gotta don't get too sensitive about it. Understood. At the end of this wild night, where a lot happened, as you said correctly, you win by 10, and it's mission accomplished. What just as you move forward, given how much pushback you got from this Cleveland team tonight, what happens next? Give me the next 48 hours for you all look like what? I mean, we come in, watch film tomorrow, and understand the things we did well, the things we didn't do well, how we can try to guard LeBron differently. I think we did a pretty good job on everybody else on the team. We got to rebound the ball better for us. That's the biggest thing. They dominated the glass and gave themselves second opportunities. So if we play good defense on that first shot, we got to rebound the ball. Obviously, to take away their opportunities, but also in transition, that's when we're at our best. So just off the top of my head, that's the biggest thing that we need to correct if we really want to pick up some momentum in game 2.
Yeah, normally these game ones are sort of feel them out rounds. You all decided to start this thing with a rocky fight, and if you guys want to keep throwing haymakers, that's fine by us. We look forward to seeing you game 2. Steph, thanks so much for coming in and sitting down and visiting with me for a little bit. Appreciate it, man.
No problem.
From Steph Curry and the Golden State side of things, obviously LeBron James did basically everything he could. Goes for 51 points, but in the end, they come up short, and then short by 10 in overtime. LeBron James sitting down to visit with the media about plenty that's on the table to discuss.